Hello, this is Mitchell, and this is going to be a video about update 28, which is now on the test server. One of the great things about this update is that the tier 5 rings are now having sockets added to them. So this is just for rings that are greater than item level 80. Obviously I can't show you one of the rings because it's a drop, and this is the test server, but the DPS rings are going to receive a red socket with a precision bonus. Tank rings will receive blue sockets with a dominance bonus, healer rings yellow sockets with restoration bonus, and controller rings yellow sockets with vitalization as a bonus. So this is good news and bad news, because a lot of people, including me, are going to be fuming because they deleted their dropped rings because they were naff, and now they're going to be awesome. So Another addition is 2v2 Legends Lair battles, so that's teams of 2 go head to head in fast-paced rounds of 5, and this is Legends PvP inside players' bases. There's been some targeting improvements, so apparently many improvements have been made to both the soft and hard targeting systems. Players will notice a more fluid soft targeting system that now takes range of targets into consideration, and a hard targeting system that now functions more accurately. The targeting system will now react better with certain types of abilities, such as channeled and free fire abilities. There's also been some changes to the combat vulnerability tuning. Players will now notice persistent items for the free weapon vulnerability states. So as you can see, I'm blocking, so I've got a little symbol there to show I'm blocking. That's interrupt. And the block break animation. Related to that, there's been a few changes. NPCs using one-handed focus blast attacks will no longer miss when they are blocked by allies. NPCs' tornado kicks that were vulnerable to block now will be able to be blocked more reliably. For counter mechanics, the damage prevention effect of counter immunity is now capped at 20% of your maximum health. Some weapons. Channeled weapon attacks can now be held for their full duration, even if the target is knocked out. In a brawling stomp smash, shield sidearm throw and two-handed hammer throw, if you cancel the attack, it reduces the window of interrupt vulnerability. This has been reduced to 0.85 seconds. Speed Force Rift move. All of the Speed Force rifts throughout Gotham and Metropolis have been sealed and got rid of. So they're all contained within Central City now. So you can still get the mission and get your mark by just entering Central City and doing it in there. There's a new option while you're inside an instance. You can start a vote to try and excuse yourself. And this is basically to avoid the deserter penalty. There's a few restrictions, but seems like it's quite a good addition. Along similar lines, there's a new feature they've added called Link Death. It's a feature that allows players a small grace period to log back into the game when they are incorrectly disconnected. This is going to give players a chance to return to their group and get back into the action more quickly. Once your character is linked dead, you need to log on to that character before you are allowed to switch to another character. This is basically a good way to avoid the deserter penalty, or and basically get back into your raid if you disconnect. Finally, one of the other big changes is changes to the movement trees. Each movement tree now has additional functionality given to 3 of their movement powers. This added functionality allows players access to PvP role counters regardless of what role they're currently in. For acrobatics, grapple line and glide line are now automatically granted when you purchase Rocket Assisted Glide. For super speed, the inertial flywheel movement ability is now automatically granted when you purchase Speed Force. Right. As you can see in flight, the whirlwind attack in PvP is now a controller debuff. Downdraft is now a healer debuff. Swoop attack is now a tank debuff. And yeah, that's for flight. In acrobatics, forward flip attack is the controller debuff, throwing knives is the tank debuff, and zip tie attack is the healing debuff. In super speed, Vortex Trap is the controller debuff, Cyclone Push is the tank debuff, and Tornado Pull is the healing debuff. And that seems like quite an interesting change they've made there. And here's the bad news. Due to significant changes to the movement skill trees, skill points have all been refunded, and skill points must be respent. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. And remember, hold on to that ring.